Hey everybody, welcome to Wicked Tarantulas with Felicia. So, I received a request from one of the viewers, and they like the orb weavers. And I like the orb weavers. And online, they're $4. Shipping's even triple the amount to order one of these. So, let me count. I got so many of them around my house, I don't have to order them. I can go outside and get one. So that's what I did. So through this video, you'll see me have blah, blah, blah. I can never speak. I already set the enclosure up off camera and I had it ready, and it's got live plants in it, which you'll see. And I'm going to observe this orb weaver for a period of time to make sure that it is, adapting to its enclosure and that it's spinning a web. And if not, then I'm going to put it back in the wild. But if it does successfully make a beautiful web and it is thriving as it should, then I'm going to keep it. And it's going to end up with a much larger enclosure. The enclosure that it is in right now, I measured it, and they typically spin a web that's 6 inches, and they have a specific pattern that they typically use with every web spinning. So my enclosure has 2 inches more, so she should be able to build a web without any issues. But again, like I said, I am going to observe her, and I am going to make sure that everything's okay, and if it's not, I'm going to put her back in her natural exhibit. She is the size of a quarter, so she is kind of small yet. Kind of excited to see it molt. Obviously, I know what a tarantula looks like when it molts, so it's no different than from a spider. But yeah, the abdomen is so big. That's going to be very interesting to see, especially with the shape it is. Yeah, I want to see that one. But I got to make sure that it's doing what it needs to do and that its environment is right for it. I did do some research on it before I brought it in to make sure. Some people actually put them on their plants in their house, and they actually stay there, and they actually make a web to their plants, and they catch all the house flies and everything of that assortment. Right now I have sticks in the enclosure up against the wall so she can climb, because she cannot climb. She does not have the sticky feet. So yeah, I gotta help her out a little bit. She was very calm when I actually got her to. Like, she never once tried to run. She never once tried to be, giving me any threatening posture or try to be defensive. She was really calm. She was so easy to grab. Like, I didn't use my hands just because I had gloves on and I had dirt from when I was mixing the dirt up, making sure there was no bugs or anything in it. So, yeah, I used a teeny tiny little candle cup to put her in, and then I used my hands, put her in, and I just tipped the glass over, and she ran right out. And then she ran right to the stick, and as I put her in, I started adding sticks because I seen where she was trying to run to. So yeah, it's just something I'm trying. I don't want to order orb weaver through the mail that's extremely tiny, and the price of them are only $4, and the shipping is literally triple the amount. And yeah, I would feel bad if it got to my house and it was dead. Hence, I can just go out in my house and grab one, which I did. Now, there are some that are outside that are like literally 5 times her size. So I'm just going to start with this little chick because the other ones are well established on their webs, and their webs are bigger than my body. So yeah, I'm going to leave them alone. In order to get the other one that I wanted, I'd have to break probably about 4 webs to get to it. And I'm not breaking no web. Her web is still where it was because I was able to get her from behind her web because of the angle it was at. I was able to go behind it and get her. So if this doesn't work out for her, then yes, I'm going to go put her back where her web is. So winter is approaching in about a month or so. We are still in the fall season, but up here in Ohio, it seems to get cold really fast, then warm, then cold and fast. Our weather is very indecisive. It never knows which way it wants to go. And today's going to be another warm day, and it's October, which last year this time of year it was cold. So it's a little bit different from last year. It's probably at least 30 degrees higher in temp than usual from the previous year. So it's kind of making me wonder what our winter's going to be like. So I'm doing this now, like I said, just because if I do have to put her back outside, then she can go and do what she has to do to hide for the winter. Alright guys, so enjoy the next part of this video. See you guys later. Thank you very much for giving me your time. And also, I'd like to say thank you to everybody. I am at 75 subscribers. I would never have thought I got this far. When I started this channel a long time ago, I had next to nothing when it came to subscribers. It's more like my families that were, you know, subscribed to me and barely watched them, whatever. This is just something I do for a hobby and all that. And then as I started educating myself and getting better at it and learning, and then I found all these awesome YouTubers, which are all of you guys, and even people that don't have a YouTube channel. Your feedback is very critical and very important to me, and I absolutely adore every second you guys give me, because you don't have to give me this time. I know not everything's going to be happy all the time. I know not everything's going to be positive. I know you're going to have dislikes. I know you're going to have people have these opinions that are quite offensive. But you know what? They are what they are. They are opinions, and they are labeled opinion for a reason. And I do value everybody's opinion, everybody's feedback, and everybody's ideas. I have received so many awesome ideas thanks to all of you. So thank you guys for giving me your time. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye. And she is astonishing. So right now, this enclosure is slightly suitable for her size. So what I am going to do is I am going to give her approximately a week at the most to see if she adapted and builds a web. If she does not build a web, she's just going to stand still and sit there, and that's it. And then she'll just perish away, which I don't want. So if I don't see any signs of a web being built, then I'm just going to put her back in a wild. They eat just about every insect that you find in your house. They are so freaking awesome. I love the pattern on the back. So just look for her in future feeding videos. If I do not keep her because she is not adapted and I do want her to stay alive, then I will release her back into the wild. And I will get that on video. So thank you guys very much for taking the time out of your day to watch one of my videos. I hope that this girl adapts, because this is the one I have been feeding for quite some time. I have to make sure this is a female, I'm assuming. But yeah, I'm not 100% sure, so I'm going to continue to do more research on this creature. But I do have the plants in there for her to start anchoring her web to, because they typically like to anchor to their webs to like plants. So these are real plants. They are alive. So that way she has a starting foundation. So it's just a basic tiny enclosure setup. And if she does, like I said, if she does adapt to it, then yes, I am definitely going to get her a much larger enclosure. So she has much, much more room to build. And it's actually not uncommon for people to bring these orb weavers in their home and place them on their plants. And they actually just sit there on the plants. They build a web and they catch all house flies, fruit flies, any insects that typically get in your house that you don't want in there. So these things are actually really great and beneficial. But yeah, so I'm doing this now because we have cold weather coming in here probably within the next 3 weeks, because it's transitioning from, you know, fall to winter. And yeah, I just want to make sure that she's going to adapt now, so if she doesn't, I can get her back out into her natural environment. Thank you guys very much for watching another one of my crazy, creepy, weird videos. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great day. Bye-bye.